So we're here in Quincy, Lock 21. There don't appear to be any tows coming. However, there's a pleasure boat. I guess a pleasure boat that's nice enough that that's big enough that it has AIS. So they'll probably be letting out the water here. I don't know if you'll be able to hear me or not. I'm gonna leave the camera here for now. I saw it on Find Ship, and then now it just called in. I have a scanner. I'm going to try to leave the scanner near the camera. And hopefully I won't dump it in the water. So we'll see what happens here. If someone that found this is, well, I'll tell you what, if someone could mention that that this stream exists in the regular Lock 19 chat, that would be wonderful. I'm going to try to do that myself, but for now, yeah, that'd be appreciated, but I'm going to see if I can go there myself. I'm trying to use my other phone to get online. But just as a note, when they called in, they said they were about a mile downriver. So they should be here pretty soon, but I don't know how long it takes to drain the water. They probably have much smaller valves, but also it's a lot less of a drop. So we'll see. But I'm aiming downriver, so we should see when the pleasure boat makes it this way. Hey, welcome, welcome, Billy. Yeah, sorry I missed you. Oh, and now I see the pleasure boat is actually in view, at least in my view. It may be kind of hard to see with low quality on the live stream, but it'll be here. It looks like the water level is starting to drop, so it looks like they're getting ready. And just for the fun of it, let me just show the lock, because it's interesting how small this looks, since this is only 600 foot, so it's half the length of the one in Keokuk, and it definitely appears a lot smaller. Howdy. Pretty good, pretty good. So just had some of the lock personnel. Ray, yes, this is a pleasure boat. I guess it's a pleasure boat that's large enough that it has the AIS for tracking. But yeah, I'd really love to have had one that split, and that we could watch things happen that way. And hopefully the pleasure boat doesn't split. That would be bad. But yeah, since I was down here though, I thought I would at least get what we have coming. So so yeah, water's going down. You can tell by the watermark on the side of the lock. So of interest, up, you may be able to see on the left, up in the observation area, that there's a sign that says no smoking when during lockages. So I guess even the observers, even the people watching, aren't supposed to smoke if there's stuff going through. Let me look around at the lock a little bit, just to kind of show it. I also want to show the observation area, because it's actually a very cool observation area. So I suppose if you go to find ship, you'll be able to see, and now I can't remember what it's called, but it's let's see, I'll go to find ship and find it. Okay, it looks like it was, let's see. Yeah, when it showed up was, I guess, maybe over an hour ago, so it's not, I'm not seeing it anymore. It disappeared. So I don't remember what the name of it is. So this won't be, I don't think this will be quite the adventure that yesterday's live stream was, but I would have liked to have gotten a tow coming through, especially when I had to split, and that's not happening. So, excuse me, or at least I don't think so. But I did want to show the lock itself, and also, you know, a small boat's better than nothing. So, so we'll see what happens here. Very nice observation area. So far, it looks like the water is going down about 10 feet. There's a kind of a scale on the side, on the inside of the lock. And yeah, it looks like it's gone down 10 feet so far. And the gates are starting to open. So that makes it, what? I mean, roughly 1/3 the drop of Keokuk, though. Of course, Keokuk varies a lot, and this one probably varies a lot too. But I'm not sure what the current drop is, what the present drop is at Keokuk, and it's probably more than 30 feet now because of the water being low. But yeah, this is much smaller, and you notice it too in the support infrastructure. This, you know, is not nearly as imposing, and there's not nearly as much. As far as buildings, housing, equipment, and that type of a thing. Now, the people in the boat that's coming through have requested they've requested some assistance with lines and stuff because it's pretty windy, and I'm guessing I don't have to tell you it's windy. You're probably hearing it quite a bit on the microphone, and hopefully you can hear me. But yeah, it's windy and it's actually cold. I had to put on I have a long sleeve T-shirt on over my regular T-shirt. So it's cool and windy here. One thing you may notice is the yikes! I guess that was the "it's okay to enter the lock" whistle. One thing you might notice, they don't have the floating bollards here that they have at Lock 19. So I guess we'll have to kind of manually manage the lines for staying aligned in the lock. You know, what the heck? I'm going to move the tripod over closer to where things are happening. And I can always move the camera later if I need to. I just turned up my scanner, so hopefully anything they say will be a little bit easier to hear. The boat is entering from below here at Quincy and heading upbound, up the river. And let me move. Pardon me? Oh, no, I don't. I just happened to be up here and it was coming, so I hung around for a little bit. I'm actually doing a live YouTube. Oh, okay, we got the name of the boat the old-fashioned way. It looks like it's Livin' the Stream. That sounds familiar from what I saw on Fine Ship. Boy, it's amazing how small this lock seems compared to the one in Keokuk. I am actually on the Illinois side. So the lock here is on the Illinois side, just below Quincy, Illinois. So right now we are looking up the river. And I realize that it's hard to make stuff out on this live stream, but Quincy is in the background here. Yeah, unfortunately, the detail and stuff on these live streams isn't great, and I apologize for that. I noticed that depends a lot also, and hopefully you can hear me with the wind, but it depends also on the how much bandwidth I have. If you have a good cellular connection, things work better. I don't know how good it's coming in now, to be honest. But also the resolution and stuff, and the fact that I don't have a telephoto lens I can use for this. Yeah, sorry, it doesn't provide a lot of detail. But yeah, we're aiming towards Quincy, and I can clearly see, the skyline of Quincy, but you may not be able to. Well, the water's definitely going up. So it seems like the water level's going up pretty quick, I would say. In fact, it looks like it's almost up all the way. I'm thinking we'll see the gates open up pretty quickly. Or maybe I should say, I think we'll see the gates opening up soon. They may or may not open quickly, but they should open soon. It is breezy, cool and breezy. Yesterday was pretty hot. I didn't really check specifically, but it seems like yesterday was supposed to get up in the 80s. And now I don't know, I heard the forecast was for it to be around 70, but I don't know. It feels a little cooler than that, and maybe it is in the water, but also it's breezy, so that definitely makes it feel cooler. I had to put on a long sleeve t-shirt. Gosh, I'd expect those gates to open up anytime. Looks like the water is up. It looks like it's up all the way. Now you'll notice that both ends of the lock here have a miter gate. Okay, now the gate's starting to open. Now this lock also has something kind of interesting that a lot of the locks seem to have, and it's probably difficult to see from your perspective, but it has kind of a lock gate that goes straight through. It's right next to this one to the left. And I believe if the water flow is high enough, they actually open that gate, and the tows and vessels can go straight through without needing to worry about going through the lock. So that's kind of interesting. I've never seen that being done. Lock 19 doesn't have that, as you might imagine, with such a huge drop. There's no way you could go straight through. Thanks for the weather. So, living the stream, you might want to keep that one in mind, because that could very well go through lock 19 at some point. I'm not sure when. I'm not sure what kind of schedule they're on or what their destination is, but yeah, we might be seeing that one again going through lock 19. Let's see. I suppose it's possible it's also a local boat that's just kind of around the Quincy area, or maybe a couple-day trip from St. Louis up to Quincy or something. I don't know. We'll see. But the name does sound vaguely familiar, so I don't know. We'll find out. And it does have AIS. It doesn't. Last time I checked it, it wasn't showing up. Maybe there's a dead spot in this area too. But when I first looked, it did show up on Find Ship. So it's possible that you'll be able to track this one on its voyage up the river. So for those of you who were watching some of the other live streams I did, the other day I mentioned that I'm driving a 4x4 Jeep hybrid vehicle. That's actually a rental car. So when I checked my news feed this morning, there's a story that Jeep is recalling them because they can catch on fire when you're trying to charge them. And the Airbnb I'm staying at, the person let me park in the garage and charge it every night. So tonight I will not be doing that. I will be parking outside. I didn't want to burn down the whole block or something. All right, I'll probably be ending this live stream pretty soon, but I guess I'll just stay on for a little bit longer to see if anybody has any questions or anything. I'm gonna have to try to find an interesting place to eat down here before I head back up to Keokuk. But yes, this seems quite a bit different than Lock 19, much smaller. I suppose one thing I will do before I get off is I will check the lock queue report and just make sure no one else is coming. Because if someone is coming, of course, I'd want to be aware of that. Okay, the question is this lock on the Illinois side? It is on the Illinois side. And in fact, if it's a little bit below Quincy, if you go into Google Maps and go into satellite view, you'll be able to see it. I mean, it's just about a mile or so below Quincy. So it's pretty close to Quincy. I'm looking at the skyline of Quincy right now, actually looking north. But yes, it's on the Illinois side. Okay, I am not seeing anything else approaching on the queue, though this one is still not showing up on their queue. But I also have not heard anybody call in on the radio. I have the scanner on. So I think I'm going to shut down for now. Yesterday's was almost 7 hours, but I'm not sure I have that much content to fill 7 hours right now. But I thought I would show this lock. Anyway, thank you all very much for showing up, and I will see you later. Pretty good.